Given that most fiscal policies have to work its way through Congress and the president and have to come to some type of agreement or compromise, it is natural for any average piece of fiscal policy to take a very long time before it has an impact in your own life. So there are a few fiscal policies that can get pushed through Congress fairly quickly, say such as the bailout or sort of stimulus package to sort of combat the coronavirus or pandemic. But the vast majority of fiscal policies, they do have to work its way through all the lags, and it does take quite a while before it actually has an impact on the economy. So it does take time to recognize problems and implement solutions with fiscal policy, especially in a divided government. And we'll take a closer look at exactly how long it takes any one piece of fiscal policy on average to impact our own lives when we talk about the fiscal policy lags. However, because there is some type of lag within fiscal policy, there is also some inherent stability as well, where we actually don't need any of the Congress, we don't need any of the congressmen or congresswomen to take any type of action in order for these policies to take place. And the best way to describe this is something with automatic stabilizers. And these automatic stabilizers are just that. They pop in automatically without any overt action by Congress at all. So this is economic or fiscal policy that can take place within the economy without needing any type of approval from Congress, the president, or any type of government official. So we're very thankful that we have some inherent stability within our economic system as well with these automatic stabilizers. So what's the main idea behind these automatic stabilizers? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the methodology and channels of it with these automatic stabilizers. Automatic stabilizers. So these automatic stabilizers, like the name implies, does not need any overt action by Congress. It pops into the economy right away to help smooth out our business cycle. Essentially, it tells us that it causes fiscal policy to be expansionary when the economy contracts and vice versa. So here, when the economy contracts, and we'll put the opposite case here in parentheses, so when the economy expands. So when the economy contracts or expands, it's going to cause fiscal policy. It causes fiscal policy to become expansionary. Expansionary. In the opposite case, it's going to be contractionary. So here, when the economy contracts, it causes fiscal policy to be expansionary, and then vice versa. When the economy expands, it causes fiscal policy to become contractionary. So here, this is the inherent stability that we have within our economic system, and we don't need any government official or policymakers to put these into place. The best example that we have of these automatic stabilizers is something that we probably pay every single year, which are the income taxes. So income taxes. Actually, in Florida, we don't have an income tax, but other states they do. So income tax is an example of the automatic stabilizers. So what is the methodology or the sort of reasoning behind these automatic stabilizers? So suppose that times are really good within the economy. So the economy slash GDP, we'll just say in this instance, is growing. It's growing or increasing. So times are really good for the economy in this current time period. So economies or the GDP is growing. So here currently the economy is doing really, really well. So what does this mean for taxes? So tax revenues and tax rates are actually going to increase when the times are really, really good when the economy is doing well. So tax revenues. We can also say tax rates just in general. So economy, GDP growing or increasing, that tells us that tax revenues or tax rates are also going to increase, will increase. And we as citizens don't really mind this too much because, hey, we know that economy is growing. Our incomes are growing as well, so we really don't mind if tax revenues or tax rates are going to increase. So essentially because we have more income. So people have more income. And also during this time period as well, if the economy is doing really, really well, do we need more assistance or less assistance from the government? We probably need less assistance because the sort of GDP increases should be affecting everybody, so transfer payments should fall as well. So here, twofold effect. Tax revenues and rates will increase because people have more income, and transfer payments will fall. So there's a twofold effect that we see right here. Tax rates are going to increase and transfer payments are going to fall. If we remember the idea of fiscal policy, what type of impacts is this going to have in the economy with tax rates going up and transfer payments falling? Both of these are considered to be contractionary effects. So remember, these are two of the three tools that the government has at its disposal. When tax rates go up, when transfer payments fall, both of these are seen as contractionary effects. Both are seen as contractionary effects. Contractionary effects. And if it has a contractionary impact on the economy, what is that going to do? It's going to help to act as a brake for the economy. So here, both are seen as contractionary effects that help to act as a brake, to help the economy from overheating. To help the economy from overheating. So we're essentially slowing down the economy automatically with these automatic stabilizers. And if it helps to act as a brake, what is this going to do to our GDP growth? It is going to lower GDP growth. So essentially here, it helps to temper the effects of the sort of current situation we find ourselves within the economy, these automatic stabilizers too. When the economy is growing or doing really, really well, we notice that automatically these automatic stabilizers pop in. For example, these income taxes, we notice that tax revenues, tax rates are going to increase, transfer payments are going to fall, and both are seen as contractionary effects, which help to act as a brake from the economy to help the economy from overheating, which is going to lower GDP growth. So essentially it helps to act as a smoothing out of the business cycle to prevent the economy from overheating too much. And of course, these automatic stabilizers do work in the opposite direction as well. So what happens if the economy or GDP is decreasing? Then tax revenues and rates are going to go down, transfer payments are going to go up because people need more assistance, and both are seen as expansionary effects, which are going to help to stimulate the economy and increase GDP growth, which once again tries to counteract the first shock that we introduced right here. So these automatic stabilizers, once again, are very powerful because they happen instantaneously. They don't need any overt action by Congress at all. And basically, it helps to smooth out our business cycle. And because we don't need politicians or policymakers sort of intervention with these automatic stabilizers, we see these impacts of fiscal policy a little bit more quickly than any other piece of fiscal policy within our own lives as well. However, automatic stabilizers are only a very small portion of the entire government spending in terms of smoothing out the business cycle, and we do want to go ahead and take a look at why it takes so long for any one piece of average fiscal policy to impact our own lives, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at that with the lags in fiscal policy. So how long do you think it's going to take for any one piece of fiscal policy to impact our own lives? Go ahead and make a few of your guesses right here, and we'll go ahead and see exactly how long in the next video.